Bite, Richard Hammond would wet himself over this. Anyway, I am now a tractor owner, which will make Richard Hammond very excitable. Oh, man in heaven. Unfortunately, I'm not 12, otherwise I'd have now fainted and wet my trousers. Hi kids, it's mail time.
Going up.
Now, obviously I haven't been in the DriveTribe offices for a very long time because of the extraordinary times we live in and so on and so on. But that hasn't stopped you sending me stuff. And look at this pile of stuff. That is a massive pile of crap. I mean, it's that, it goes on all the way over there. There's some crap down the front. There's probably even some crap on the shelves behind me. It's enormous. It's huge. It's too much, frankly. I did say this to Lucy Brown et al. When this started. I said this will get out of control and we'll end up with piles and piles of crap that we'll never be able to open. Sorry if that sounds insulting, but it's a fact. And here we are. Look at that pile of crap. It's making me want to harm myself.
That's great. Keep sticking with that.
Now look, I don't want to appear ungrateful or entitled or churlish or any of those things. I will open all these parcels, of course I will, and I'm very grateful to you for sending them to me. And if they're any good, we will, I don't know, we'll donate them to charity, say, or to members of DriveTribe. And if they're the sort of rubbish that you send me because you think it's funny, like something shaped a little bit like a penis, it'll just go in the bin. So let's take a selection, starting with these ones that are on my desk because they're here. What, this big one, do we think? What do we think about this big one? Comes with a letter, which is always nice. Dear James, it says, my husband and I wanted to send you something unique. He chose the theme classic motorcycles and I did the work. Hope you like it. Thanks for the years of entertainment, Top Gear, Man Lab, Grand Tour, all of it with utmost gratitude. I like that. Sandra and Henrik Flodin. That sounds sort of Scandi, doesn't it? Let's see what it is. It is, what on earth? Is that a duvet cover? A quilt, says somebody, yes. God, has somebody actually made this? Bite, Richard Hammond would wet himself over this. Look at all these on the back. There's a whole series of motorcycle badges. That's rather a good thing, actually. Thank you very much, Sandra and Henrik. I will use that. I'm not sure where yet, but it will find a home and it will be loved and cherished. The idea of mail time obviously is not that I keep everything, it's that I find new homes for them. So let's find a new home for this one, unless it's something I really like. Dear James May and his many loyal viewers, I enclose to you, all the viewers, an assortment of liquids. Well, your toolkit friendly variety. These are my dad's, sadly. He passed away early this year. Sorry to hear that. Please give to Prostate Cancer UK. They need the donations. Okay, rather than seeing these go to waste or into the rubbish heap, leaking, causing a mess, I hope Royal Mail has seen wisdom not to detain and destroy this package on its way to you. The warning labels are rather alarming, but how do you receive these in the first place? By mail. Very good point. I hope you don't find this letter overly long. No, Gareth, I don't find that overly long. I think that's really quite succinct. Let's see what you're actually on about. Tape head cleaning fluid. That's for something like a VHS player or a cassette player, I imagine. Right, this is the light box thing. Precision poly cement. Oh, that's for building models and things. Well, that's excellent. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear about your tragic loss. Stephen, was it? Gareth, yes, obviously. But those will find a home. Oh, that makes quite an interesting noise. It's not heavy, but it feels like it could be something interesting. And it's from Justin DeSantis, Wyoming. Whoa, Wyoming, as they call it in the northeast of England. I'm not going to open this whole pile, as I said. There could be something incredibly valuable in there, like one of the arms from the Venus de Milo or something, but we will open them all off camera. Dear Dr. May, thank you. Enclosed you will find 1 Italian and 3 American legends. Please find them a good home where they can bring joy at a time when we need it the most. Yours sincerely, Justin. P.S. Is this font big enough? Yes, actually it was. I could have read that without my glasses. Thank you. Very succinct, very properly laid out. He's a professor, so I would expect nothing less. That is the Shelby GT convertible. That's rather good, isn't it? And here is a slightly vintage Matchbox Chevrolet Corvette C6. That's quite a nice little toy car, that one. Hot Wheels Ferrari 458 Italia. That's nice as well. These toy cars have come on a lot since I were a lad. Here, from the shelves behind me, is the Alpine A110, one of which I have, a real one, that is. And now, the Ferrari 458, one of which I also have. So, that is mine. We have 2 Legends out of the box, so there's 1 Legend still to go, and it's a Ford GT by Matchbox. Well, by Ford, but this one's by Matchbox, you know what I mean. So I'm keeping one of those. There are 3 American Legends left, the Ford GT, the Corvette and the Shelby Mustang convertible, which are available to you viewers if you would like them. Write in and say, I would like those 3 American Legends because, and the best answer gets them. Thank you very much, Professor DeSantis. That's exactly the sort of thing I want if Mail Time were continuing, which it's not, because it's a massive pain in the arse. Here is an envelope from Nana Liz, or is that Nanya? Apologies if that's wrong. James May, blah, blah, blah. It is an book, Meet the Deer by Nana Liz. It's a letter, dear Mr. May, with a sided bit. Right, this comes with there's a link here to a YouTube video. Oh, I see, it's a song. These are the lyrics to a song, I think, and it's about counting. Right, I've got it. Mike, if you could look that up, that would be incredible. Nana Liz, Icy Deer, it's called. Hello, Nana Liz. Nana Liz starts her car. Thank you. I see Deer, a counting song by Nana Liz. Okay, so this is the lyric book. Nana drives down her favourite country road. She notices something in her rearview mirror. Doesn't rhyme that bit. What do you see, Nana Liz? I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in my rearview mirror. It's good that they weren't squirrels. I see 1 deer in my rearview mirror. 1 deer in my rearview mirror. I see 2 deer in my rearview mirror. 2 deer in my rear view mirror. I bet I know what happens on the next page.
Why don't you just play the video?
Yes, okay. Right. I'm going to have the sing-along book ready in case I forget the words.
I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in my rearview mirror. I see 1 deer in my rearview mirror. 1 deer in my rearview mirror. I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in my rearview mirror. I see 2 deer in my rearview mirror. 2 deer in my rearview mirror. I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in my rearview mirror. I see 3 deer in my rearview mirror. 3 deer in my rearview mirror. I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in my rearview mirror. I see 4 deer in my rearview mirror. 4 deer in my rearview mirror. I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in my rearview mirror.
1 eternity later.
I see 10 deer in my rearview mirror. 10 deer in my rearview mirror.
That was amazing. As Mike Fernie, who's just over there out of shot, points out, the meme potential of that is massive, and I hope so, especially if the rear view mirror of the car henceforth is known as the rear view mirror. Anyway, if you're having difficulty counting up to 10 and you need the help of some friendly deer and a happy little song, by someone driving an old MG, I'm not sure what sort it is, then do let me know. And you can have these books, these song sheets, and a link to the accompanying YouTube film. Absolutely wonderful. Let's have a look at this. James May's Mail Time DriveTribe. Oh, that's all nicely written in a Sharpie. It's got a bit of heft to it. It is a piece of wood. There isn't a letter in there, is there? Maybe the letter is in the box. It's a wooden box with a slidey lid. What can it mean? Let's find out. It's a spider! Oh my... Yeah, whatever. If you would like a spider... Oh, this has come from Kazakhstan. That's quite interesting. Interesting stamps. I don't think I've ever had a parcel from Kazakhstan before. Nicely presented with just a little bit of normal sellotape on it rather than parcel tape, which I've grown to hate. Let's see what it is. It is a postcard that says, excuse me, Dear James May, being a fan of Top Gear, later the Grand Tour, and now Food and DriveTribe for over 10 years, I'm happy to send you a small gift all the way from Almaty, Kazakhstan. I think you know where it is. Huge greetings to those two, Jezza and Hamster. Lara. Apologies if I've got that wrong. You've gone off the corner of your postcard. Postcard with a nice picture there. And inside the box there is, I'm going to have to take a bit of a guess. I assume that's the tea. That's just a piece of stuff. This is a bar of Kazakhstan chocolate. This is a bar of Kazakhstan chocolate. It's rather an appealing package, that. I like that. And finally, this is a bar of Kazakhstan chocolate. I do really like the wrappers on these. I think they're fantastic. On the front of the Mail Time heap, there was something which I suspect is an artwork of some sort, and I like the sound of that. In fact, there are two things that could potentially be artworks. So let's have a go at one of these. Shall I eat a piece of Kazakhstan chocolate whilst I do this to see if it's, would everybody else like a piece of, I shall open this very carefully and try and preserve the wrapper, and then we can stick it on the wall as a souvenir. I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in the rearview mirror. Yeah, we will cut that out and we'll have that next to my Ichiban Moto sticker. We'll sort that out later. It's light chocolate. I suspect it's like a wafer, you know, like a chocolate coated thing rather than a solid lump of chocolate. Unless maybe Kazakhstan has worked out a way of making aerospace chocolate that doesn't weigh very much. Is it meant to be that colour, or has it been here a long time? Smells very chocolatey.
That looks absolutely too old to eat.
Well, I'm going to try it because it would be wrong not to. I think it's probably just gone a bit pale because it's been in the office for months. But I mean, it's been wrapped up in foil. It smells really. It's got a very nice cocoa stroke chocolate smell to it. That's rather nice. It's very light. Tom?
Like the shits to more ugly.
Well, it can't possibly give you the shit.
I think it's past its best, but it's still, if it was pristine, it would be all right. The chocolate is perished, you can see it.
It's just, do you throw bananas away if they've got a slightly brown bit on them?
No.
It's come all the way from Kazakhstan. Can you try and be a bit more grateful, you lot? Not just think, I think it's past its best. It's nice. Hang on. Sticks in your teeth, Kazakhstan, doesn't it? Have you noticed that? Supplied by FG Roland Limited Tractor Sales. And under my right hand, my right fingers, I can feel a spiral binding. So this is a calendar. This is weird actually, because I have in the last week or so bought a tractor for reasons that are far too boring to explain. But anyway, I am now a tractor owner which will make Richard Hammond very excitable. I can already sense this going to Richard Hammond. I can see where in his house it will go, actually. In fact, I'm just going to say, Richard Hammond, it's yours. It's too difficult to open, so can we just forward that to Richard Hammond, please? This looks a bit more promising. This is also very, very weighty. It's come from Germany, from Bruno Lehmann. Let's do this very carefully, because it would be awful to open this up and find that I'd sliced through Picasso's Blue Guitarist or something like that. I don't think I have. This is another attempt. We'll just slice through Monet's Poppy Field. Dear James, we, Jonas and Bruno, really like your show and videos on YouTube, so we decided to send you the best traffic sign in the world. The one after you can drive as fast as you want. We hope you like it, Captain Slow. If you wish to enjoy the unlimited speed on the Autobahn, you should do it sooner rather than later. Recently, there are discussions about a speed limit in Germany. Ach, nein. We know you love super complicated, unpronounceable German words. And English ones, it seems. So we collected some car-themed ones for you. Best wishes, Jonas and Bruno. P.S. We bought this sign online. It's not borrowed from some street. It's not really a guarantee of anything.
12 seconds later.
My own German national speed limit, which in Germany is whatever you want. Top, it says helpfully. There. I like that. Thank you very much. I think I'll stick that up in my house and call it an artwork. I see deer, I see deer, I see deer in the rearview mirror. Shall we open a random package from this huge pile, which has not diminished in the slightest since I've started talking to you, which was several hours ago? Lucy Brown, in a socially distanced, COVID-compliant way, is on the laptop over there in the corner, keeping an eye on proceedings. And I'm going to go like this, and Lucy Brown can say stop. She can guide me like one of those cranes that picks up, you know, little knickknacks at a fairground. So, Lucy Brown, say left, right, my left, and so on.
Left.
You can go backwards and forwards as well.
Backwards. Right a bit. And down.
I would say that was that one. Yeah?
That one.
Okay. In the rearview mirror. Oh my God! It's oh man in heaven. Unfortunately, I'm not 12. Otherwise, I'd have now fainted and wet my trousers. Dear James May, at the time of writing, it's fast approaching that certain time of year again, and I hope the contents of this package will be good addition to one of your favourite Christmas pastimes. I'm not going to bore the viewers with history of the item in question, as I'm sure you'll do a good enough job of that yourself. Very good, sir. However, I've taken the time to personalise the item with the addition of the name and crew, Driver Slowly and Stoker Clarkey. It's a toy train, isn't it? I hope the model will make a nice addition to your collection, or an interesting item for your desk, possibly for moving items around it or shunting off the unwanted crap. However, if for whatever reason you don't want it, I'd appreciate it being donated to a young budding enthusiast to help them get started in this wonderful hobby. That is toy train, model railways, as I was probably supposed to call them. Whoa, look at that. It's a little pug type 040 saddle tank. Do I mean saddle tank? No, that's a pannier tank, isn't it, where it goes over the top? No, panniers are at the side. That is a saddle tank. It goes over the top. I was right originally. That's a rather fantastic thing. Quite a valuable little gift. There are the instructions about lubrication, etc. Oh, it was well chosen, Lucy Brown. Did you know that was there? No? There it is, look, the little pug thing, and it says Captain Slow on the side. That's excellent. Ah, should we do one more? What do we think? Yes?
Yeah,
Lucy Brown, would you like to do guiding of the crane hand?
Whatever's below your hand now.
That's the floor, you idiot.
Forward then. Yeah.
Okay, still not that heavy, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's no good, because it could be some valuable banknotes sellotaped to a piece of cardboard. That smells, you know that smell of like really old books and music that have been in a loft? That smell, that sort of, it smells like a really old Bible. Never mind. God willing, we will prevail. It's, geez, that really does. That's like Victorian bubble wrap, if the Victorians had bubble wrap. There is a letter here. I think it may be a fantastic thing. It's not a long letter. In my spare time, I paint and stuff. I listen to you and your team in the background. I was inspired to paint you this masterpiece. You're welcome. Hope you like it. If you want me to paint you a plate for salt and vinegar crisps, sandwiches, etc., let me know. Hope you're all okay. Loved your Japan documentary, by the way. Thank you. We've been there on our holes. Best time ever. All the best, Bim. Julie Myatt. P.S. If you film this plate, can you let me know, please? Yes, well, we will let you know because we are filming your plate. Excuse me. The world is locked down. There's no point testing the fire alarm. So she has painted, Julie Myatt, a purveyor of very old bubble wrap. Really? She's... Wowzers. Look at that. That is an original. It's signed by the artist on the back. I wouldn't put spam on this because it may damage it in some way, because that's a lot of work has gone into that. A lot of tiny little brush strokes, and however it's done, I'm not sure. It may be done with a dropper even. That's pretty cool, isn't it? You can't possibly see, but they're all raised. It's not like a transfer that's been stuck on. They have been, I think, individually painted. There's a lot of skill and a lot of time gone into that. Thank you very much, Julie. And I wouldn't normally approve of this, but that is a plate worthy of mounting on the wall on one of those wire frames for display purposes. I think it deserves a place of honour over there. And I know you're thinking, ha ha ha, he's going to drop it and it's going to break, but I'm not. Somewhere up there. Do we agree? James May spam plate? Well, there you go. That, viewers, is the end of mail time forever. So don't like, don't comment, don't subscribe. It's over. I've had enough. I've told them that. It's not happening again. I'm out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye. Bit pathetic. Yes. Lovely.